Hello, this is Ray Moda. I'm the Managing Director for ACG. I'm here with David Dines. David, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Ray?
David is one of our experts in the service provider video space, and what I wanted to do is just interview him and get some of the ideas or trends that are going on in the market. David, could you just elaborate on some of the trends that you're seeing in drivers on the service provider video space?
Sure. I've been tracking what's been going on the subscribers with cable TV and IPTV. And as expected, we're seeing a higher growth in the digital side on cable TV. The last 5 years, we've seen 8% CAGR. It's now about 40% of the total subscribers. And the other 60% being the analog or basic subscribers, they're losing about 1% a year on a compound basis. And so we expect that shift to move over, to continue. On the IPTV side, it's been growing rapidly, and we're seeing about 5 million subscribers total, and that's about 4% of the total market if you add up cable TV subscribers as well as the IPTV subscribers.
Great, thank you. Now, I've seen some of your writings, and I wanted to challenge you just on some of these because I see you talking about some of these next generation video services like Hulu, and from my experience, maybe coming from the engineering side, if we define IPTV the way service providers defined it, it's a controlled closed network as opposed to an open architecture with the internet. And the reason they did that is because they realized that customers are willing to pay for that quality. Customers are willing to pay for that experience. Someone like myself who's a sports fanatic, as you know, I'm not going to tolerate.
I'm glad you asked that, Ray. When I look at something like what's going on with the new generation of video providers and new generation video streaming, I look back over the past and see what other shifts we've seen and see if I can draw some parallels. And when I look back at what's happening with the telephony and landlines, I saw a very similar parallel. And with voice over IP, in around 2000 was introduced. It was actually quite a big deal, a lot of hype. But it was really only early adopters that were using it, and the quality and reliability weren't there. And I'm sure you remember those days of voice over IP calls were not acceptable. Yeah, can you hear me now? And very not acceptable. A lot of static, a lot of dropouts and things like that. And I think that's what we're probably not seeing with the new batch and new generation of video. Right now, if you're really interested in a high-quality experience, you want to get it through your cable TV or IPTV supplier. If you're an experimenter and a young person, you're more likely to sit there and say, "Gee, I want to watch on Hulu or watch on TV.com." As the networks get better, as they did again with voice over IP, and they're now becoming much more acceptable with, say, Skype and with Vonage, they're actually becoming a credible alternative to the public switch telephone network. And we'll start seeing that as well with the next generation of video providers.
Oh, good. Thanks for clarifying that. Now, I want to put you on the spot again.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready for you.
There's been all this hoopla on Google and then becoming a service provider, offering fiber to the home. But you spoke about and you took a different spin on it. Why don't you just elaborate on that?
Well, it's interesting that there's been a lot said about Google, and we don't have time for me to go through everything that I've said about it. A couple of points I'd like to make. One is that I don't believe Google's going to become a service provider. I think they're in there trying to increase the bandwidth available to consumers so they can get things like the Hulu, the Vudu kind of video, maybe even look at maybe 3D video coming down the pipe. So they're looking at new services and new uses for the internet, which they can then capture and sort and offer up as a search. They can make more money. So that's really where they make their money. So at the same time, I think that they want to get the service providers moving a little faster to getting there, and that's the challenge that they're going to offer. Why they can be successful, no one knows yet. Google doesn't understand truck rolls. They really don't understand customer service. So for them to do this is going to be a challenge. Either way, I think they're going to shake up the industry, and they're going to make life a little tougher on the service providers.
Right, good, thank you. I mean, I can see from your research, you're addressing the market, what it is today, but also looking at the future, and then trying to take the video perspective. Thank you for being on the hot seat. This is Ray Moda from ACG. Thank you very much.